Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Patrick Mahomes coming out onto the field, fresh off the win against Indianapolis 31-13. And, you know, before that, QBs making their first playoff start were 0-3 in the wild card round. But Patrick Mahomes doesn't care about statistics.
He really doesn't, does he? Because he just went ahead and played as he did during the regular season. 27-41, 278 yards. The surprise? No touchdown passes. He did run one in from 4 yards out, but still a lot of the same moves, right? Him getting out of the pocket, throwing it sidearm, throwing it three-quarters, throwing it over the top. Whatever arm angle was required, that baseball background came through for him.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer, and there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
On the run, it's Ware. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run it here. Ware. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our 1st penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might
Still
have been
1st
a little
down.
discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Green 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Blue 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Well, the New England Patriots, they continued their Foxborough dominance last week with a win over L.A. Only team in the NFL to finish the regular season 8-0. Now they're 9-0 with that win over the Chargers, heading to the AFC title game for the 8th straight year.
an NFL record, and it's unfortunate that they have to go on the road now because they'd be the overwhelming favorite with that home record. But how about 10 straight AFC East titles, 8 straight times in the AFC Championship game? Their dominance has been so impressive, and you wonder what keeps driving them. They've actually found a way to feel like underdogs throughout this. What did Tom Brady say after the Chargers game? Yeah, everyone thinks we're not very good. Okay, we'll just keep playing.
Yeah, I guess you have to seek motivation somewhere, so now they're going to try to play the underdog role.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now a play fake. Brady. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, wide open. Complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes fighting Hill for a big play. 44 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go now. Blue.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run now with Ware. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season. It was 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that's caught inside the 35. Brady to Hogan for a big one. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. That is incomplete. And a great veteran, Eric Berry, back to knock that one away.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Shotgun now for Brady.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Kansas City set to get the football, the #1 seed, rolling over the Colts last weekend. Now they get New England, and because, of course, they're the #1 seed, Charles, they're going to get them at home. And they look so good against the Colts. It's like they were angry of all that Chiefs can't win at home talk.
Yeah, and think about their head coach, Andy Reid. Remember, he was 1-4 in Kansas City in playoff games. People keep talking about you win a lot of regular season games. When is that going to translate to the postseason and possibly getting to the Super Bowl? Well, they move on in an impressive way over the Colts. And now what a matchup. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, but they get them at home in Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, sir. Popcorn, please. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready, blue 45.
And they'll run it here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready, green 39. Green 39.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the
First down.
conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Green 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bucker able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Like 20! Like 20! Like 10!
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down, Michelle. And he stopped immediately there. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
20! Like 20!
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, Brady. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
They'll run. This is White. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Wait 20. Wait 20. Out. Go.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
20.
Brady going to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Brady now on 1st down. And right side caught Hogan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
220, 380.
They go play action here on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up third and long.
220, 380.
From the gun, Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On first down, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Green 90. Green 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. A give. This is Michelle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
20! 20!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Whoosh. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
Yeah, as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Single. Here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
Wait, 20. 380.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Brady Over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
White 20! 380! White 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
And that leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And an alley to run. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's second down. And by the way, I need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge Tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th, and the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
On target over the middle to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Ready, green 90, green 90.
Mahomes to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go now, green 90.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And able to find Conley. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
Here we go now, blue 45, blue 45.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now it's Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On play action, now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Green, 90.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green.
They run again with Ware. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. Blue 45.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Edelman set to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Patriots. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Like 20. Like 20.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Like 20.
Brady going to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down
Like
for
20.
them.
Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a fast footwork by White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Like 20. Like 20.
On the ground is Michel. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Brady. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 3rd down, it's White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Blue 45.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play action. Now it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
Mahomes going to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now Edelman. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Brady. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
20.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. Look at the dance and the juke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
We're back now in KC. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Wait, 20!
And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to Mahomes, and his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready, blue 45, blue.
And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go. Blue 45, blue 45. Hut, hut, hut.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it third and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Ready, green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Adrian Claymore coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, now Brady. And he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
20.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 20.
On 1st down, Brady looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady. Pass incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
20.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man, it's Allen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
By 20! By 20! Out!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 220! Wide 80! Right, that!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
By 20! By 20!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
By 20! 220!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Blue 45.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Automatic
Because
first
they're
down.
inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Single. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escapes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
The drive starts with a run by White. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go! Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 10!
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Michel. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Michel. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he finds who else? Watkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Mahomes. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. On first down, Mahomes. Incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.